Ninjas are a big part of pop culture, with a myriad of movies, animations, and video games that place them in the center of the action. Lots of ninja-centric gaming titles have been released, and while some of them managed to become influential and iconic, others didn't have enough kick. In our top 10 ninja games list, we tried to include the best of the best that followed this theme. We chose games that have good technique, a good story, entertaining gameplay, and a pleasant visual design. You'll find that we've included classic ninja titles as well as some that are more recent, so hopefully everyone can feel that charming thrill of being a covert mercenary in feudal Japan. A side-scrolling game where players control the two main characters, Lord Hayate and Lady Kaede, Shadow of the Ninja was released in 1990, and it's said to be the first game to include a male and female pair as main characters. Players' default weapon available in the game is a katana that can be switched with a kusuriagama and vice versa. The gameplay mechanics include all the specific side-scroller movements, such as crouching, jumping, sliding, and hanging over surfaces. Upon release, Shadow of the Ninja was met with positive reviews, being praised for its two-layer co-op support and fast-paced action. Mini Ninjas is a third-person fighting game that has 6 playable characters. The fun part is that each of the characters have their own unique fighting style. The game has a very charming design and animation is really delightful. As a side dish, we have the story cutscenes where the player can find out more about the history behind each of the characters. Hiro possesses Kuji magic skills. Futo is the strongest and uses a hammer. Suzume uses her magical flute. Shun is a bowman. Toro has tiger-like reflexes, and Kunochi handles her spear masterfully. In this stealth-based ninja game, the player takes control of Go. During the game, there will be several missions to complete, such as assassinations, kidnappings, escort duties, and theft. Go has the ability to climb on rooftops, crawl through canals, and crouch behind walls. All these are used as much-needed stealth mechanics, because in face-to-face sword fights, he'll be in a disadvantage due to the large number of opponents. SHINOBIDO, Way of the Ninja, was praised for its unique story, ragdoll physics, and the open-ended system that allows players to choose their style of mission, but overall was considered a game that could have done better in the way of controls and mission variety. An indie game developed by husband and wife, Ninja-Pizza tells the story of a youngster who is bullied by other teenagers and delivers pizza in a dystopian city. Gemma, the main character, is based on the life stories of their daughters the developers have in real life. Their older daughter was learning Kung Fu and was a pizza delivery girl, while their younger one suffered from bullying due to her Asperger's disease. From this touching mix of stories resulted a classic platformer that features parkour movements and old-school action. For its powerful narrative, comical cutscenes, and unique backstory, Ninja-Pizza is a title that deserves recognition. Ninja Spirit is yet another classical title we included on our list. It's a platform arcade game that tells the story of Geku, a young ninja whose father was killed by a half-human, half-beast creature, and the plot of the game revolves around his quest to revenge his father's death. There are 7 stages, and the player has to kill enemies until he reaches the final boss. The weapon of choice is a katana, called Righteous Cloud, and the game controls will allow you to use it fluidly to attack in all directions. There are also shurikens, bombs, and a kusuriagama to be used. Ninja Spirit for the TurboGrafx 16 is the first game in history to receive a 10 out of 10 in Electronic Gaming Monthly when it was released in 1988, long time ago. ARAGAMI is an upcoming title that will launch on PlayStation 4 on October 4th. Previously known as Twin Souls: Path of Shadows, it's a stealth ninja game where the player takes control of Aragami, an assassin that possesses supernatural abilities. The main mechanic is the ability to teleport between shadows. The villains of the game are represented by various army warriors that have the power to control the light. Aragami's style and gameplay has been associated with the classic ninja game Tenchu. Even though there are no reviews available yet, the story, the graphics, and the gameplay we saw in the trailer make us really curious about this game, and that's why we included it on our list. It's really close to release, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. One of the first ninja games ever developed and released is a side-scroller beat-em-up that lets players play as ninja or kunoichi. The goal of the game is to fight wave after wave of Bangalore forces by throwing shurikens at them and attacking them with a kunai slash. The game received positive reviews. Also, Kunoichi was dubbed by Games Radar as being the best assassin in the history of video games. The Ninja Warriors is a title that certainly deserves a place in our best ninja games list. With new weapons to choose from, dazzling fighting mechanics, and an engaging gameplay, Ninja Gaiden is a title that received a lot of love from the critics. Play as Ryu Hayabusa, hunt down the Holy Emperor, and retrieve the magic sword Ryuken. You have a wide range of new weapons you can use, the most notable ones being the Warhammer, the Nunchucks, the Shurikens, and the Dragon Sword. Ninja Gaiden has terrifically great game controls, killer graphics, and a soundtrack to die for. It's a very good ninja-themed game, and it's a must-play for all enthusiasts of the genre. Tenchu is one of the first ninja games to use stealth as a dominant characteristic of the gameplay. Besides this element, the game includes amazing renderings of Japanese mythology, including eerie sceneries of feudal cities and elements of historical fantasy. There are two playable characters, Rikimaru and Ayame, and while their stories differ, the levels and missions are the same. There are 10 levels with an increasing difficulty, and all the missions take place during the nighttime to compensate for PlayStation's graphical limitations in 1998. Tenchu received positive reviews, being held in high regard for its use of stealth instead of just fighting, making it a hard game to master, but very rewarding nonetheless. A stealth action game where the player approaches the adversary from afar, being careful not to be seen. Mark of the Ninja is a side-scrolling adventure that tells the story of an unnamed ninja living in the present day. The subplot is the themed conflict between tradition and modern technology. 8 gaming media publications granted it with a perfect score, and the player community appreciated the gameplay mechanics, the complex story it tells, and the beautifully rendered animation and soundtrack. Mark of the Ninja brought the stealth and ninja games to a new level, and because of this, we've placed it in our #1 spot. So this was our list featuring the top 10 best ninja games of all time, and we hope that you've enjoyed our video. If you feel we did a good job, please press that like button, as we do appreciate it and it does help us immensely. You can also post some other ninja titles in the comments if you think we may have missed any, because we do read pretty much everything. Now would also be a good time to encourage you to subscribe to our channel because we upload new videos all the time. You can also check out fraghero.com for more gaming related articles. Until next time, thanks so much for watching and have a great day, guys.